Hi guys, back out again. Welcome to the moat field. I'll show you why it's called the moat field in a bit. It's got behind me you've got a Saxon moated building. The Archies have been in there and that's what they write it is. Landowner and I are not so sure because we were only in here back end of last year, so never found anything to justify that, but that's what they've called it. And I'm going to have a go in here for the first time in this field. There's a little valley that runs alongside the spring line. The spring line's over there in those trees, and behind me the actual moat itself is fed by the spring, but there's only about 2 foot in it at the moment. It's only about 10 foot deep. You see, it's a lovely day, no wind, that makes a change. And got my sunscreen on, that's the first time this year. So come out with the CTX today. A little problem with my headphones on the day, so they're away being fixed. So got the big beast out. Now normally I'd use the Deus in a field like this to for a bit of scouting, but with no choice, come out with the big beast. So hope to get a full day's hunting and we'll see what we can get. Looking forward to this one. Well guys, first find looks interesting. Looks like a piece of bronze. Let's see if we can tease him out. Looks like a bronze ring or something. Oh, it's definitely old. A piece of bronze into a ring. Could be a buckle of some sort. Need to get that one checked out, that's for sure. You see how it's tapered at the end when it's been brought round. Lovely little find for the start. Let's hope it continues. Well guys, just dug that hole there and got a ring pull out of it, and I just noticed right next to it there's a coin just sitting on the surface. Look at that. That's probably why I got the double hit. Looks like an old Vicky halfpenny. Yeah, it is. Well, I've got a coin in the first 20 minutes now, so that's always an exciting thing to see. She's all worn. Definitely Vicky though. Well guys, I'll just show you why they call this the moat field. And you see there the natural spring. And if you just pan up here, you see I'm just making my way up to where the moated building used to be. Well, the Archies have been down here and they reckon this has been a Saxon settlement at times, and you can see how high up it is compared to where I am. I'm on sort of like where the drawbridge would be. I've got the moat coming to one side. And I'll just take you up the top then. I'll just show you from the top how deep it actually is, this moat. So just walk up a bit. As you can see, I'm climbing quite rapidly up the side of the moat, and then coming into what used to be the old building. We searched in here before, didn't get anything. I think there's too much rubbish and everything being put on it. Let me just come over here and we'll see the moat itself. And we'll see how physically deep it is. I know you guys that watched the video a few years back will have known that I've shown this before, but I'll not go there, there's a load of nettles. I'll come this side. But as we walk round, you can just see the moat dropping off there. You just see it's, see if we can get in here. Now you can see the moat a lot better now. Look how deep that is. Way down there into that. And because it's so dry, this is normally full of water. And because it's so dry, there's nothing actually in there, but that goes a hell of a depth down there. It must be 20 foot deep. It's quite a fortification. And you can see the outer bank there, the fortification. I'm just going to be searching the other side of that. And that's where I've got the little bronze thing to start with. And I'll be searching all through this valley. Well guys, that's one thing I'm going to expect from this field. Lots of these shotties. I said they've got the shooting stands right through the middle of this field, and they drive the pheasants towards the guns, and so obviously there's going to be lots of these in here. Well, we just have to persevere and clear them out. Well, after the first few finds, I've got the CTX tuned in, and for finding tiny things like that, I don't think we're going to miss much today, so hopefully there's some nice bits on its way. Well guys, things have been a bit slow. I've come away from the moat. There's nothing at all around here except shotgun cases and things, and just found this nice bronzy penny. Here it is. Looks like George V. Yep, George V. Bronze penny. I'll leave it 19 something. 1921. All I can see basically. I'll get that cleaned up for the review, but as I said, shotgun cartridges and rifle cartridges, that's all I've been finding, and not even any bits of scrap lead, which is unusual. Well guys, things are very, very quiet, and just a little disc has just appeared. I mean little disc. A tiny little button. And that's been about it. We're coming up to lunchtime now, and not a lot around. Just tiny little bits of cartridge cases and 12 boards and other bits, and this one little button. And that's been it. So let's get back to the car and we might be moving. Well, this little find certainly caught my attention. It's an old blade guard. You see with the shape of the blade there, the tang going through, coming this way, and you've got the actual blade itself set into that little slot there. That looks very old. But, we may not be moving after all if this sort of stuff's coming out. It's what I expected from round here with the moat there and that old building. Finds are very few and far between. Definitely get that one ID'd. Hi guys, well, morning hunt's over, and that was really hard work. So the plenty of old munitions out there, the 12 bores and cartridge cases and things, but we've got the Georgia penny, Victorian halfpenny, little bun head, bit worn, and that guard and a bit of bronze. So I was going to move on, but I'm determined to get something out of there. So it's only the second time really in that field, and there must be something there. So all the fields on this estate, there's always been something, and we've got to keep our hammy count going. But today I've got this feeling that it's all going to come to an end, but you never know in the afternoon. So coffee, banana time, have a little sit down for 10 minutes, watch the wildlife, and then get back out there. Well, I'm digging amongst all the clay pigeons. There's loads of them, like whole holes filled with clays all around here. I see up there as well, right where they have the range. I just dug out a coin here. Looks like a old halfpenny. That's well gone, that one. But, to pull that out amongst all this lot, I'm quite chuffed with that. It's just filled with shotguns, cartridge cases and clay pigeons and all sorts. And it looks like, just as it's drying out there, can you see that in the sun? Another George II halfpenny. That's a very common find on this farm. Flaming Nora's this with a huge great signal, and see at the bottom of the hole it's about a prob's worth down. Looks like a whacking great lump of lead. Flaming Nora. That's absolutely astonishing, the size of that. Definitely shaped to some sort. But I can't believe how heavy that is. That must be getting close to a pound of lead. It's like a round top to it, and it's got something on the back. That's huge. That's the biggest bit of lead, shaped lead, I've found for a very long time. Be interesting to see what that turns out as. Could be a gromer, a weight off a Roman surveying tool, just as a rough guess. The right sort of weight and size. Well, I'm going to be limping around the rest of the field now, or the rest of the afternoon. Well guys, I saw all the kites were over here, and I wonder what was coming. It's definitely not for the squeamish, so if you want to just skip this next bit, looks like a stillborn deer. You just see that, and then a bit of a placenta there. Oh, that's a shame, that. I just wondered what there was going on here. So if you guys are a bit squeamish, I'm sorry about that, but just had to come and investigate that. And just look above my head here, you can see where all the kites are all circling around like vultures. Just waiting to come down because I put them off the carcass. Must be about 50 up there, all waiting to come down and have their dinner. There's a few rooks and other things up there as well with them, and a buzzard. That's what I love about this this farm, so much wildlife. Well guys, he's coming back to buzz me. I'm on top of the hill and he's going to get me. I got Flossie on the phone here as well while it's coming over. It's the big chinny again. He's coming in right close this time. Well guys, this one's come from the depths. Nice high pitched tone. Right part of the screen, and it's not iron. See it now. That's halfpenny. That was deep down, it was about 10 inches down, that one. Well toasted though, we'll see if we can identify that for the review. There's a few coins coming out this afternoon, but not many. Well guys, just dug down there, I can just see a bit of copper in the side. Penny or a halfpenny by the looks of things. It's well stuck in. Looks right on top of the clay. That looks like a penny. Oh, it's a nice Vicky, this one. 18 something. 1888 by the looks of things. That should be a nice young head. Yeah, it's a nice little coin. That just a mark across it there though. Someone must have just caught it, naughty Malcolm. It was on its edge there, so I gave such a funny signal. Well, there's nothing much else coming out this afternoon, so we shall carry on. We've got another couple of hours to go yet. Well guys, I'm not sure what this is. It says one something on it. I thought it was a cartwheel penny, but I thought it's too small for that. And it doesn't look like it's made from bronze. It's a very strange material it's made from. Well bashed up though. I can just make out the word one just where my thumb is there. Well, I don't know what else is on that. It might be a foreign coin even. And we'll have to clean that one up for you guys, but still being very quiet this afternoon. I think it's just going to be one of those days. Well, that's a whacking great bullet. It's certainly not a 2-2. The size of that thing. That might be from an aircraft, even. That looks like a 50 cal to me. Whacking great thing. Got a silver tip to it as well. I'll have to have a word with my mate Paul about this one. That's a hell of a whack of a bullet. Well, we're coming to the end of the day, and this will probably be one of the last finds. There's not been a lot today, just an average hunt today. I've been spoilt for the last few weeks, that's for sure. So if I don't find anything else, I'll pass you over to yours truly at the review. Oh well, last find of the day is just a mangled up buckle. Cool, it's been a hard worked one today. It turned out very hot this afternoon, absolutely beautiful it is. So I've seen quite a few sights this afternoon with nature, so really love coming down here. Hi guys, welcome to the review. God, that was a hard day at the office today. First time in that field, and back to normality I think it's called. Hammy runs ended, which is a shame. But I couldn't believe the junk. As I said, we've not only just scratched the surface in that field, been there once before, and I forgot how much shotty caps and crap that basically is in there. And you just look at this lot. The number of shotties I got today, and they all give good clear signals. You just can't afford to miss them. And then on the at the top of the ridge there, I started to find the lead, and that's where most of the finds really came from. Down in that valley where we first started off, there's very little down there. So we just put the junk to one side, and the finds wise, even though it's very few and far between, like I said, hard day at the office today, but we got some interesting stuff. Got 5 coins, pennies and halfpennies, mostly Victoria, sort of like George V, George VI sort of stuff time. A few bits of broken buckles, a few bits of buttons, but I mean a few. There's very few actual finds. There's probably, what, 18 finds all day that I actually put in the finds pouch. 50 cal bullet, I think that's what that is, but I'm interested to know why it's got a silver tip to it, so I'll do a bit of research on that, see what's what to do with that. And this thing, 22.3 ounces of solid lead. It's a hell of a lump. It's the biggest lump of man-made lead, shaped lead I've actually found, and I'll be curious to see what people think of this. Now I think it could be part of a loom weight or a gromer, possibly. I'd like it to be a gromer, but it's absolutely massive. Like I said, that really blew me ears off, that one. And there's this strange coin. It's like a lead alloy, so it could be a medallion. We've got a bit of writing on it, but it's a bit damaged, that. So we'll see what that is, see what we can get off it. It looks like a Britannia on one side, so it could be a commemorative medal of some sort. And then we got the dagger shape, sorry, the dagger finger guard, off a small type, so like pocket knife basically. But it is old and it's shaped and it's rectangular in form, so that could be medieval. Hopefully it's Saxon. And then we got the very first item was this little bronze brooch stroke ring. I think this could be very old. It could be back to Iron Age possibly, or even Roman. It's a lovely bit of bronze. It feels lovely in the hands, all nice and smooth. You can tell it's been made properly. So we'll get that ID'd. So little short review really, because of the lack of finds. But we never know. That farm has given me such good finds over the years. It's always worth going in there and persevering with it, even though you're cleaning out all the rubbish for him. So I'll get these cleaned up, show you them after this little review. I'll be going back in there again. We've got maybe another 2 hunts. I think I'll be going back into either the valley field or into the mound field, because that was being ploughed and harrowed and seeded while we was there. So might get back in there for a hunt before the crop comes through. So again, happy hunting to you all, your pal Mal, and thank you to all the new subscribers. The numbers are certainly ticking over and going up there, so welcome to see all your comments on the videos. So it's your pal Mal, happy hunting, cheers guys.